Yo, what's going on, you guys? Esper here, coming at you with another video. And I just want to know, who is your favorite OP villain? And what I mean by OP villain, who is your favorite overpowering villain? A villain that just can't be stopped, a villain that's just untouchable, who always comes out of the tightest situations unscathed, without any marks or anything, man. It's like he's just beast with it. He's filthy. I need to stop saying beast. I'm just gonna say filthy. That's one of my words to use. Filthy. I mean, you know, a guy that's just so powerful that you don't know how the main character's gonna be able to hold a candle to this guy and beat him. I mean, you think about these characters. You have your Eisens, and you have your Madaras. You have you have Cell. Overpowering villains, that you just don't know how the story is going to end, because this character is just so crazy and just untouchable, man. A character that I had in mind would be the great ogre himself, the king, Yujiro Hama of Baki the Grappler, or Grappler Baki as they call it in Japan. Let me tell you why. Because this guy right here, he's known as the strongest creature on Earth in the series. If you go and watch the series, which I recommend you do, if you haven't seen it, go watch Baki the Grappler and check it out. See how you like it. I mean, I recommend it. It's one of my favorite fighting animes. And the guy that I mentioned, Yujiro Hama, man, he's just a monster. He's filthy with it. He's nasty. The guy never, gets in a tight jam without, just being able to just overcome any obstacle. He's calm and collective, cocky and arrogant, just how I like my bad guys. And he's just a monster. Comes out unscathed every time. I'm going to show you some clips, some vivid clips from the anime of my favorite Yujiro moments. Okay, here's one right here where he fights his son Baki for the first time.
There is a path to your death from this moment. You choose it. You're so angry.
Earthquake! Now of all times! Stay calm. Give it a minute. That can't be.
No interruptions.
That isn't possible.
Did he just stop an earthquake with his fist?
This is incredible. Even Mother Nature has knelt at the feet of the king.
If he's stronger than the ground that holds us, there's no limit to his power. I wonder, can you trust your own power so much, Baki?
So what?
You see that he's a beast, man. I mean, the guy punches the ground. I'm gonna stop this earthquake. Baki, you cannot hold a candle to me. See, I just like that attitude, man. I just love that. Like a villain that can't be stopped. He's a strong force of nature. He comes out of any tight situation. Okay, here's another moment, like when Yujiro was just getting started. Like, this is one of my favorite episodes from the series. It was the last episode, going into the biography, going into the history of Yujiro when he was just getting started, because he's kind of a homage. I mean, you don't know about this guy that much, so okay, here we go. This is when he goes up against the military. This really shows how filthy he is.
What the hell are you?
Men, commence with the operation. The target's in sight.
You played that very well. But I'll bet you had no idea that every move we made was calculated, leading you right into this little trap of ours. Those grenades are rigged specially to detonate upon pin removal. So I wouldn't try setting my foot on the ground if I were you. Personally, I'd rather take a hit from one of these M16s than one of those grenades. Which is exactly what I had in mind for you.
No!
Cease fire, man! Immediately! That's an order!
How did this happen?
See, like, no answer for this guy. No answer whatsoever. He's just a monster, man. Mr. Untouchable. I mean, how are you gonna beat this guy? How are you gonna beat the strongest fighter ever? A man that's a walking nuclear turret. How are you gonna go up against that? How are you gonna go up against that? I'm gonna show you one more clip of how OP this guy is, how overpowering he is. This is another one of my favorite clips where he goes into the underground fighting circuit where you find a vast amount of all the most experienced and powerful opponents, like fighters in the world. And he goes up against all of them and pones and pones and pones. Check it out.
I think your fans would appreciate a little shake-up in the schedule. Say a 9-man free-for-all?
9 against 1, I'd say those are fair odds.
Kosho!
You seem to have gotten lost, Yujiro. Perhaps one of us can find your seat. You wanted a free-for-all, but why should the finalists have all the fun? You won't mind if we join in, will you, mighty king?
Before this ends, you will all be dead.
Yujiro seems prepared to go bare knuckle against the heavyweight champ.
Time for pain.
McGregor! Jeez, he's out cold.
You losers need a lesson in real fighting. Let me teach you.
Roger Harlan is thrown like a rag doll as the king continues to weed through his challengers.
You're the best judo can offer.
Yujiro stops the Grand Yokozuna dead in his tracks. Ken Ryuzan finds his back against the wall both literally and figuratively as the king sets him up to be his next victim. Robin Robinson won't be fighting again anytime soon. The king is on a rampage. Roland Gustav is caught in a headlock. The European wrestler is attempting to tap out, but Yujiro is ignoring his signal.
Alone at last, Doctor.
There you have it. Yujiro Hanma. Ain't nothing touching him. Ain't nothing touching him. Yeah, you guys, but who is your favorite OP villain? Who is your favorite overpowering villain that you just, it made you just, it mind raped you thinking of how this guy was ever going to get taken down by the main character or by anybody of that matter? Leave your comments and tell me who is your favorite villain. Tell me why they're your favorite OP villain. And if you want to leave a video response, leave a video response and discuss, why you like your overpowering villain. Yeah, but this is your boy Esper. I'm signing out, and I'll see you guys later.
Tell me who is your favorite fighter. I'm the great Yujiro Hanma. I don't think your fighter will ever hold a candle to me.
See you guys later.